Hanging out with your friends and talking about stupid things is absolutely stupid and pointless. But what is not pointless? Making money, studying, because you advance the human race. So what? You're gonna die anyway. Everything is pointless and stupid. I saw a video yesterday. The guy was jumping in a pool on a cold day with his friends. After jumping, he yelled, "I feel alive." He did something stupid and pointless, and that's why he was feeling alive. I don't feel alive. I need to do stupid things. But then there's another side of the story. I turned this way for a reason. A bad situation, obviously. I saw people having fun and ruining the lives of others and themselves. Today I waked up and sat in front of the computer, and for a moment I felt, what the fuck am I doing? Why should I even do this? Why should I even make money? Only to feed me. Buying new stuff for what? That's stupid. There are animals on farms. They want to live whether it is worth it or not. They don't want to die. In the wild, many species live in constant fear. They struggle to make it the next day, seeing and hearing one of them taken by predators that would not go anywhere else but following them. They would try to live till the next day. There are people on the street with no place to call home. They struggle to survive. There are people in slavery. You can't imagine how they are going through. They too want to survive and live with hope. There are people living through harsh labor to survive. They have to work very hard. The list is on and on, I think. But you would not like to live any of the lives on the list. You would not consider these lives worth living. But if you somehow got to live a life that way, you too would try to survive then die. Just ask yourself if you choose life or death if you were forced to be like them. Life is not about being worth living or not worth living. You would not decide. You just have one. Man is a pleasure-seeking animal. He always seeks pleasure and avoids pain. But pleasure and pain come in a package. Howsoever you want to avoid pain. Pain is an integral part of life. Pleasure is not guaranteed in all conditions for all the time. It is fine to live for pleasure, but difficult to avoid pain. So, it is better to accept pain as well. If your aim is to live for pleasure only, then an avoidable pain in life will reduce the quality of whatever pleasure is there in your life. Many important duties involve no pleasure. Therefore, when we evade these duties in favor of pleasure, we will fall behind in these duties and suffer social and economic consequences. Here are a very few examples of this principle. Example 1. Students at college who mainly use college as a party central only pursue pleasure, and so they tend to neglect their studies and will either drop out, or fail, or finish near the bottom of their class. So, they sacrifice their future security in favor of a few parties. Example 2. Spouses who make pleasure their highest value will eventually become bored with one partner, and will begin to explore other partners, and will eventually have affairs. This weakens the bond of marriage and often leads to divorce. If there are children in the marriage, they also suffer the divorce. Example 3. A politician who makes pleasure his highest value will eventually become seduced by lobbyists to vote only in their favor, and will lose his next election. Or, in some cases, the politician will actually take a bribe, and so will risk losing his entire career and the security of his family. Example 4. A healthy youth who puts pleasure above all will have little problem smoking pot every day, getting the munchies and overeating for years. After 10 years he will be clearly overweight. After 20 years he will be obese and suffer the health issues of obesity. Thus, a one-sided pursuit of pleasure tends to reduce serious attention to social duties such as study, family, career, and health. Here are some simple ways to enjoy life. 1. Having something to look forward to every day. Work or play. I always schedule something, a project or activity, that improves my quality of life and makes me feel good about myself. 2. Seeing someone falling in love with you. It's like a dream come true. You didn't expect it because maybe the person was out of your league or not your type. But when things start falling in the right order, it gives the most pleasurable feeling to you. 3. Playing with your pet. Realizing no matter what kind of person you are, how much money you have, what's your status, and what's your mood, your pet will always love you unconditionally. 4. Gifting your mom something she always wanted and couldn't buy because she selflessly cared about you and spent her life taking care of you. Just gift her something and feel the pleasure of seeing that unique expression on her face. 5. The joy of seeing the shock on people's faces who never believed in you. They always tried to bring you down by giving all negative insights into your decision. Just achieve your goals and see them all with fake smiles and bleeding hearts. 6. Take a stand for the weak. Feel the thrill rushing inside you after seeing the expression of thankfulness and hope on their face. It is the pleasure that empowers your inner strength and vision towards the world. 7. Getting an oil head massage. After a long day of work and stress, it immediately releases all the tiredness. The pleasure of feeling this state of relaxation is just unexplainable. 8. Getting your favorite thing to eat after hours of controlling hunger. Sometimes we are stuck in some work and can't eat anything for like hours. You start feeling all weak after a while, and when you come back home, you see that your mom has already cooked your favorite dish. One of the best pleasures in life. 9. Fulfilling the commitments you made to yourself. It takes a powerful will to listen to yourself even though it is the right thing to do, but your heart is not agreeing to it. Just control yourself and try to do what you never thought you could do, and you might end up getting the most pleasurable feeling in the world. 10. Marrying the love of your life. It's undoubtedly the best and most pleasurable feeling in the world, because it's a very rare feeling. Not everyone is that lucky to survive all the ups and downs of a relationship and finally marry their partner and have a perfect life.